Hi, so we're going to go through some basics of meditation. Now, prior to meditation, what you need to do is make sure that your alignments are correct. You can work on your breathing, and then there are other processes too. So this is all prerequisites for meditation that we'll be doing now. So if you haven't already watched the video on basic alignments, watch that please now before you go any further. If you already have, then that's what we need to work on. It's basically having the alignments correct. Once you've got the alignments correct and your hands are in the right position, your back is fairly straight, what you'll find is that that causes less distraction. Whereas if something's a bit painful, if it's a bit out, what it does is it causes interference and causes a bit of white noise. And when you're trying to meditate, what you're trying to do is cut out as much disturbances, as many disturbances as possible, and kind of misalignments and pain can be in there. Of course, they're going to be in there an awful lot of time. You might hear people cutting the grass, there might be someone talking in the house, or you might hear the clock ticking. So there's always going to be something that's going to be trying to interfere with your practice, but we try and minimize that as much as possible. So when it comes to meditating, make sure you've eaten already. Perhaps you've been to the toilet, you're somewhere that's warm and comfortable, and somewhere that you know you're going to be not disturbed for at least 5 to 10 minutes. And if you want to take it further to half an hour or so, that's fine too. But 5 or 10 minutes is more than enough. So once you've got your alignments, what we'll do is work on something called scanning. Now, scanning is basically the process by which you check and find what's going on. It's just like looking at the lay of the land. You're looking at what's happening and feeling what's there before making the decision to go and do something. And you do that in meditation. Now, it's not done in all meditation processes or all meditation traditions, but it's done in an awful lot of the very old ones. And what they would do is use it as a prerequisite to settle into the practice before they began the main practice itself. So that's what we'll be focusing on today, or an introduction to today. So with scanning, what you do is basically you just take your mind to a place and feel what's going on. And we're going to do that here at the throat notch. So the throat notch is where your collarbones meet, and then there's that little dip that goes into the sternum. So just about there, it's very gentle, it's just this nice small area there. You don't need to go into the neck. And what we need to do is just bring our mind to that place and just feel what it's like. What's really important is that we try not to imagine what it looks like, because what we're not trying to do is use imagery as part of this meditation. It's a traditional type of meditation that goes back thousands of years, and imagery was never part of it. So you're trying to feel what's going on there. And what you'll find is a number of distractions will come up. And the first one is called monkey mind. And monkey mind is basically like a monkey that's jumping from branch to branch to branch. And your mind will do just that. You'll go in with the best of intentions, and then a split second, maybe 1 or 2 seconds later, your mind will jump to a thought. And then it will probably jump to another thought, and another thought. So that's what's called monkey mind. And those thoughts are basically, they happen for a really, really long time, and with time and practice that seems to settle, but it does take time. So the most important thing with monkey mind is not to get too upset with yourself. It happens to basically everyone. It might happen for 99.9% of your practice. You might start your practice with the best of intentions, and then boom, for that 5 or 10 minutes, all you're doing is having your thoughts jump from place to place. That's normal, that's not a problem. The thing that you do with monkey mind is try not to take any notice of it. You try not to get involved with it, and you just try and settle back into practice, which in this case is just scanning. And all you want to do is feel what this is like. So let's just sit and we'll scan, which means feeling what's going on there. Try not to add any imagery to it, as in trying to imagine what the bones are like or what it should feel like. And we'll just notice what the monkey mind's like. So I'm just going to sit and kind of bring my attention to this area for a few seconds. Then I'll open my eyes up, and then if you follow along, you'll hopefully experience something similar. So Okay, you can open your eyes. So these are very small introductory practices, micro practices, which are really important. So what you probably noticed is that you will try and feel what's happening there, but then your mind jumps from place to place. There are quite a few things happening there. One is that you're trying to feel the part of the body that you don't usually spend much time thinking about, so it's quite odd. Two is that your body might be uncomfortable, you might be cold, you might hear noises which are distracting. And then three, the thing that we're kind of focusing on in this video, is that your mind jumps from place to place with the whole monkey mind routine. So once it's happening, what you let happen is you just let it do it, and then you recognize it's happening, acknowledge it, and most importantly, don't get upset with yourself, don't chastise yourself, and don't get involved with it. Don't stop having a dialogue with yourself, which we'll do in another video. So let's see if you can find the monkey mind, and then acknowledge its presence, and then just do what you can to bring your mind back to this area. So again, just for a few seconds, settle in, get your body comfortable, and just try and feel here into the throat notch and observe anything that's happening in your mind. Okay, open your eyes. So, step one, get your alignments. Step two, just feel what's happening here in your throat notch. Don't add anything else to the thoughts. Just feel. No imagery, no dialogue, or anything else. Three, just observe what's happening in your mind. And as soon as you feel your mind jumping from thought to thought to thought, just acknowledge its presence. Know that it's there, and that's the aim of the exercise today.